Hey guys, just wanted to do a couple of videos on tips and tricks. So today I just want to talk about the stages in a land development. So basically we purchase the site, we have due diligence, so we check everything that we need to check so we don't get caught out, and then straight after due diligence we'll make sure that all our costings, to allow for all those things that we found out, their costings are right and the sales are right. So then we tick that box and then we go unconditional on the site, and then we go into development application, which means that we create what we want, what we propose, cut the blocks up into the number of blocks that we want. We submit that to council, and with whatever reports that we need to back that up, council either reject it or support it. We might have to go back and forwards a few times until we get the development approval, and then once we've got the development approval, then we move into the next phase. Before I go into that, it's also important to realise that once you've got the development approval, the site's value should have lifted, right? So we have a site value prior to development application is basically a lot lower than when you've got the development approval. So then we go into operational works, which means we've got to create a whole heap of new drawings, civil, electrical, environmental, and they all got to go to council for approval, because they're like our construction drawings. And then we go into construction. We need to, in that period of time, we also need to finance it, because we need to get a bank on board or a lender on board to be able to finance the construction. And then we construct it. The contractors come in and we build the roads, sewer lines, water, whatever we need. And then we go into they produce. We create as constructed drawings, which means we've got to prove that what was on the drawings that were approved, that operational works, we've got to prove that that's what we actually did. The council sign off on that, and they call that plan sealing. So we've actually then created the lots, and then we create titles, separate titles, so each person, the new buyer, can actually own that particular block of land. So hopefully that's just helps you a little bit with what land subdivision is. That's a starting bit of it. Hopefully see you next time. Hey, g'day guys, it's Alan. Just want to talk about the consultants you need on a subdivision, and it depends on the complexity of it. Little 1 and 2s are quite simple. You don't need many guys, but as the sites get bigger and you get a lot of overlays on the site, like a lot of ecology issues, flooding, traffic, then you need to bring the consultants in. We don't know everything. We absolutely don't know everything. So that's why our job is to buy the site and then coordinate the consultants to get the outcome. So starting with basic, you need town planner, you need surveyor, you need solicitor, civil engineer, probably the basic 3, 4 that you need. Accountant, to sort your structures out. But then as you get more complex, you also need electrical engineer. But as you get more complicated, might need hydraulic, traffic engineer, ecologists that know all about trees. And with them, might need an arborist. An arborist will then, see what's required to keep a tree, if there's, the root system and so forth. They're experts in that. And then might need a fauna spotter, because if there's koalas and you're chopping trees down, a fauna spotter may be required to watch the animals. Quite important. Then like this site here in Wakeley, we're going to make big blocks, so we're going to try and make them pretty, which we do require a landscape designer and then a landscape architect, so to make sure it looks pretty, because engineering, as good they are, their job is to put the pipes in and get the place working, but their job isn't to make it look pretty. So I've employed a landscape designer, and she's made sure that everything looks pretty after it's all built. Geotech guys, soil testing, all that sort of stuff. Also finance, critical. Get the finance, have investors, We have investors, and we also have banks and private lenders, and you also need valuers. So got to work with them. So they're all our partners, all our team, very important, each and every one of them. And there's quite a few. The bigger the development, the more people you need, and the more dollars you need to spend, of course, and the more time. So it's good fun. It's lots of learning. There's never ever any two projects are the same. It's always something new. All right, talk next time.